8 prayers you must pray before entering 2025 if you are believing God for settlement and in the year 2025. My darling, may I tell you that prayer works. Before we move on, I want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Prosperous New Year. Grab your pen, grab your paper, and let's move on. Number 1. Oh Lord, may I be celebrated in the year 2025. Yes, my darling. As a young lady, you want to marry. It's not wrong for you to pray. It's not wrong for you to ask God for you to be celebrated. You have been celebrating others' traditional marriage, wedding, baby dedication, and other things. Tell God that you want to be celebrated also in the year 2025. Pray it as someone who needs something. Let me give you an example. Imagine if I am hungry and I come to you and say, oh, big sister, I need food. Just give me food. Anything you have in the house, just give me. With this attitude, I may feel like you don't need food. But if someone comes to me and say, please, big sister, I need food. I need to eat. You see that the attitude is different. So pray it like someone who really need that celebration, because I really want you to be celebrated. Another prayers you need to pray is, let every evil veil and generational curses that is following me be broken. Yes, my darling. May I tell you that this battle is not carnal. If you watch yourself that you are aged to marry, of age to marry, and nothing is happening, my dear, it is important that you pray that God will remove every evil veil, because sometimes the devil may put veils in ladies. You see ladies dating 1 man, 2 man, 3 man, but when it is time for marriage, they say, oh, but this, but that. I have talked about it before in our video. And also, you see them, I say, oh, you are very good as friend, but you are not good as wife. So ask God to remove every evil veil or generational curses. Many people have so many generational curses that have been following them knowingly and unknowingly. So pray and say, oh God, remove every evil that has been following you and every generational curses knowingly and unknowingly. Number 3, pray and ask God that His mercy will speak louder than your mistakes in the past. Yes, my dear. May I tell you that with my experience in counseling some people, yes, there are so many episodes in the past. Of course, no one is sin-free. But may I tell you, sometimes you will see them anytime someone wants to marry them, the person will visit that past something. Oh, you have been sleeping in hotel. Oh, you have been living this life. Oh, you have been living this life. But when the mercy of God speak louder than your past mistake, you see that even that man that you may feel like, oh, he will not love you, will tell you, I love you with your 4 children. I love you with your 3 children. So you're a single mother, I love you and I love your children. May I tell you that I have a daughter. She has 4 children. She is a single mother. And these 4 children is from different 4 men. Yes, different 4 men. But guess what? But when the mercy of God spoke, do you know what happened? The man that married her, yes, know that these 4 children is from different 4 men. But he proposed and married her, and they are living happily with even the 4 kids. So pray that God mercy will speak louder than your past mistakes. Another prayer point you must pray is, oh Lord, before the first quarter of this 2025, connect me with my husband wherever he is. Yes, my darling, before the first quarter of 2025 is very important. My dear, may I tell you that it's very important. It must not be till December 31st or December 25th, December 26th for you to know the man, for you to be connected with the man, and before everything finish, it will enter 2026. Please pray and say, oh God, before the first quarter of 2025, connect me with this man. Another prayers you must pray is, oh Lord, any woman that is confusing the man you prepared for me, separate them. Yes. I know for you, you may feel like, oh, big sister, for real. Yes. All of us, God have ordained someone that will marry us. But may I tell you that some men, they may fall into the hands of Delilahs. Yes, and these people, they may know that I may not marry this woman, but they want to ruin their life. So you have to pray and say, oh God, any man you ordained me to marry, that any woman is confusing, please separate him from her, because until he is separated from her, he can be able to see you. He can be able to look for you. Another prayer point you must pray, my darling, is, oh Lord, may I be sensitive to know when this man is around. Yes. May I tell you that sometimes over familiarities make us to miss the man God wants us to marry. And sometimes carelessness makes us to miss the man God ordained for us. Maybe you have seen this man in your street for the past 2 years. You feel like, it's not this one. Oh, like you are not sensitive to what God is telling you or showing you about the man. And whenever you miss it, you feel like, oh, is that why he is showing me this love, helping me, doing this? My dear, pray and say, oh God, may I be sensitive. May I know when the right man come. Please help me to be sensitive. Another prayer you must pray before 2025 and in 2025 is, oh Lord, provide for him financially in order to do the needful. Yes. My darling, may I tell you that most men that are dating, they already know they want to marry this person. But most challenges may be what? Finances, money. When they look at the list, they feel like, oh, I cannot do this. Or even if the list is tiny, but bringing another person under his roof, taking care of the person. Not that they don't love you, but they will check all the expenses. Oh, she will do hair this Christmas, she need perfume. Oh, she need to buy pants. And he will feel like, I am not yet ready. So as someone who wants to marry, pray for him. Ask God to provide finances, that God will provide for him in order to do the needful so that you can settle with him. The last but not the least prayers you must pray is, pray and ask God to help you to work on your weaknesses. My darling, may I tell you that all of us have weaknesses, yes. You may feel like, oh, men are this, men are this, men are this, men are this. I am not here to defend men, but the truth is this. We too have our own weaknesses. And until you come to that point and say, God, remold me and use me. God, deal with these weaknesses. Your weaknesses may be your emotion. Your weaknesses may be your finances. Your weaknesses may be your carelessness. You don't take care of yourself. You look so dirty. You look so like your weaknesses may be one thing or the other. Whenever that man sees you, you feel like, I like this woman, but the way she runs her mouth, the way she looks dirty, the way she spends money. Like, so pray and ask God, even before we enter 2025 and in the year 2025, help me to work on my weaknesses. This prayer is very important. It's not just what you'll be praying only one time. Keep praying it and you will see God answering our prayers. I hope this episode bless you. Please don't forget to subscribe, share and like. Merry Christmas and happy prosperous New Year. God bless you.